And we are live. What up, FTK? I'm always late. STO Panther, I will agree, but it's an idea that for the next 45 minutes while I'm on the road, I was hoping to explore with some of y'all. Um, it's funny, FTK is my pal, and I don't even know his real name, which is pretty crazy. Good morning, Steph. Steph says no, huh? So we've got a yes from SCO, we've got a no from Steph. Cat Reed says hello, fam. Marlboro, what's up with you, pal? Good. Like I said, the one guy in the world that can't play This Little Piggy Went to the Market. Uh, Watson says yes. FTK is Captain Dick Pick. Yeah, in the boys Discord, me and FTK have a rule. If we're decoying guys and they send us awful photos, we decided that the rest of the boys have to witness those also, because if our eyes are going to be perverted and just destroyed, we're going to make everybody else go. We're going to make everybody else feel the same way. Hey, what's up, Anton? Good to see you, PP Ohio. Uh, what are we yesing about? Look at the title, Freya. You're late to the party. You are late to the party. Fuck, Lartbusters found my fucking backup channel. God damn it. I'm going to go make Sweetest Baby Ray 42 right now, just in case. Good morning, Batmom. That's, I think the truth is somewhere between yes and no, Danik. That's kind of what, I think there's a couple of exceptions to that rule, Mr. X, but I would say by and large, you're probably right. Uh, I think there's a couple of exceptions there, Mr. X. There's a few good eggs in the community, but it's easy to become jaded and see it that way. It's a fun little idea I wanted to explore today, And I've got some, outside of YouTube relationships. I've met, I don't know, maybe a dozen of y'all in real life, maybe a little bit more than that, but I'm probably closer to a couple of people I've never met than I am to some of the people that I have met. But so everybody's saying yes and no. If anyone here thinks that they actually have one real friend online, like someone they think they could go to if they needed something, just type one in the chat. And if you think that nobody here would ever do anything for you if you needed a favor, press. So basically, one yes, two no. Okay, see, that's I kind of I think y'all are both right. I think that Larkbusters and Mr. X is probably right for. I mean, shit, I want to say 85% of the community, but it might be closer to 95. Even though I don't want to. I don't want to say that. I didn't realize this question would bring up this much interaction from the chat this quick. I'm not ready to. I would not trust anyone here without a private conversation. That's kind of what I was getting at. Cops behind us. I feel that there are an awful lot of conversations had in public that would be better suited for private. And yeah, I think everybody. That's the fun part about today's little topic of conversation is everybody's right. I've been let down by people that I've spent considerable amounts of time with. Pakon says, Jesus, I need to stop reading. I almost drove off the fucking road. You're all my best friends. You're a liar, my man. I don't know. There's I got a couple of people that I genuinely trust. Ray, the King of L. I have a work phone, I have a personal phone, and I have 3 decoy phones, and each of those have a text now and a Google Voice. But Jay Silly, you're one of like 5 people I've ever called from my real phone. For what that's worth, you're one of maybe 5 or 6 people I've called from like my real phone. Good morning, Vlad. Yeah, I don't understand the. I don't understand the desire to want to like drag folks. Like I don't necessarily like Tech and Sammy. Those are I would consider them actual friends. Just for instance, me and the bad guy are pretty friendly offline. Even when he was on his hiatus, we stayed in touch. I don't know. Does anybody here actually enjoy trying to drag other people? That's a fun question. If you enjoy dragging people, not just exposing truth and not just exposing fuckery, like if you take joy out of dragging people, press 1. And I want to see, because some of y'all will, if you're honest, you'll press 1. I do know there's a couple of folks here. Oh, that's not Mr. X. Let me finish a fucking statement before you said that's like I said. I'm not talking about exposing truth or fuckery. I'm saying legitimately dragging, like making somebody feel shitty, especially people that are undeserving. Like me too, Pat Gon. There's on occasion I get carried away with some of the Todd shit. Just like mom told me to cut it off. Like, if he's tuning in and he's watching, I doubt that makes him feel super great. But I try to toe the line. Oh no, nobody's getting dragged, Mr. X. I'm just having I'm just having that conversation. I think annoyed got a lot of shit unwarranted. Like he's one that comes to mind. I mean, fuck, dude. Like when I asked a mutual friend to like have a conversation, I was ready for this guy to be the biggest dick in the history of fucking YouTube, and I felt like a fucking moron when I talked to the guy, and I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like I was buying into what every single person said. He does, Mister. I'm not gonna lie. He's a fucking asshole, and I've told him that too. I'm like, dude, you're the only guy that pretends to be a bigger dick, and you're a nice guy, like offline. I'm like, his online presence is a worse version of him than what he actually is. FM says the answer is no. That's actually that's not a bad point that you bring up, Pat Gon. The one thing that I've continually said is if you live by the sword, you will die by the sword. Yeah, not exactly a good look for everybody. Who am I fitting to get dragged by, Jay Silly? I got dirt on you, son. I could blow up this whole fucking place about you, Jay Silly. I know about Reno back in 2014, man. I talked to Hector. Fuck around and find out, Jay Silly. Yeah, there's I don't know, the deeper I get in, it's I don't know, people you give someone enough time and they're definitely going to expose themselves. Like people will show you who they are if you give them long enough. And nobody's all good, nobody's all bad. I think we're all kind of. Yeah, who you think put that idea in my mind, FM? I think I know a guy who kind of put me in that mind space. and I'm trying to pay the favor forward to someone who tried to look out for me. You have a great day too, my man. Not a good community to expose yourself in. I don't know if that's a pun saying like exposing oneself like nudity, or, but either way, the comment actually holds water. And there's people that I'll see them be friendly in my chat, and I'll go someplace else, and I see some shit being said, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of funny. That's peculiar. Doesn't exactly fucking feel great. I drag Ray behind closed doors. Jerry Springer really died today? Is that a real thing? Can somebody confirm that Jerry Springer actually passed away? To Bring It, is that a band or is that a song? No shit, fucking Jerry. I think Jerry Springer was like 80, although he looked pretty good for his age, man. I think Jerry's a little older than we. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do something. Everybody just throw out 3 Jerrys. Just Jerry in the chat for Jerry Springer, and all the paternity suits, racism, and love affairs that he exposed over the years, destroying families for our pleasure as consumers. Everybody throw up those Jerrys in the chat. I don't know. I'm 39, but back in the day, daytime television, it was Ricky Lake, Jerry Springer, Sally Jesse Raphael, Montel Jordan. Not Montel Jordan. Somebody tell me that dude's name. Is it Montel? No, Montel Jordan, the singer. Lala, you don't want to send Jerry off to the next place with a chant of his name. Yo, Steve is the shit, bro. The panels have replaced it, yeah, for about 1,700 people across the country, Mr. X. Montel Williams, thank you. Oh, Geraldo, he was fucking, who else was in there, too? Fucking Rosie O'Donnell, Wayne Brady used to have, Wayne Brady's show was fucking fun. I miss Wayne Brady's show. Ray, who's going to be the marshal for the Gasparilla parades? That's Ricky Lake's looking pretty good now. I'm not simping, but I'm just saying it's Rosie O'Donnell looks better in 2023 than she did in 1995, bro. It's fucked up. Somehow that woman managed to turn her life around. What up, T-Coy? Good to see you, Fran. But yeah, everybody needs to be, if I were y'all, I'd be very careful over with whom I share what, because, and this is cool. FM says, all right, Smash. I don't know why people got such a hard time admitting they were wrong. And Red Hood, I would say you're my pal, bro. Don't make me expose everything I know about you right now, bro. I will fucking drag you across the floor. I will drag the shit out of you, Red. UK PP2, Rosie wears pants with PP holes in them. Is that a quote? Rosie wears holes with PP pants? I don't know, Fatcon. You got to tell me, bro. I have no idea. I'm literally fucking, I'm shook on that one. And I guess we got enough people in here. We got 67. See you, FM. Take it easy, my man. I don't say fuck nobody, bro. Go back and watch everything I put out there. Unless I'm fucking pumped up on Kirkland brand scotch, which I'm trying to take a little bit of a break from. I try not to be that guy. I don't even say fuck the predators I catch. A cop's behind us. It's not my way. Nothing about that brings me joy. But I can say fuck what he said, 110% fuck what he said. That was a couple of times in my life when I want somebody to, when I'm trying to get somebody to fucking square up, or if I'm really trying to get someone to take the bait, I've definitely been guilty of, like, even if I don't mean it, just saying the most fucking foul, like just trying to cut someone to the core where you're getting them to just want to be violent. And I don't think it's a good look for anybody. It doesn't look good on me, but I can't tell anybody else what to do. And yeah, I figured I would take, you know, I saw some people saying some shit last night, and, you know, I'm not going to answer questions, but I'll address it. I found out what everybody's talking about, you know, when the Predcatcher video, Predcatcher drama video dropped. You know, for a brief moment, the earth stopped spinning. And, you know, I'm that type of friend that, you know, I'll lie to myself and be in denial. And like I said, I think everyone's praying to God that nothing is real, what people were saying. But I had some other people counting on me that trip. And, you know, I was in a tough spot. And yeah, I never really dragged Tommy. I became friends with Annoyed. The only people I drag are my friends, but I just wanted to, I saw people making comments that I knew and I hid it. That's 100% false. It's false. It's not true. It couldn't deviate any further. You know, and I'm not going to put anybody else's shit out on blast there, but there were a lot of people that, but that's all that I'm going to say on it. I just wanted to clear that up for anybody that didn't know, or anybody that thought they knew something, or anybody that just wanted to make shit up for good YouTube chat content. But nevertheless, let's proceed and move on. You know, I didn't even owe you guys that explanation. I just I got tired of seeing stuff said, so I just wanted to make that clear. That's true, T-Coy. It's nobody's fucking business. And on a side note, I don't know. Tella, I saw you talking shit last night, man. Troll ass motherfucker. I'm just busting balls. I'd say for the most part, people have kept shit above the belt. But I do got some. I got some catches coming up with our girl Sammy. So if anyone enjoyed the Florida in the gay bar with JT, he said you didn't sit around and talk about it. Drone Racer, I had 6 pedophiles to catch over like 70 hours, and I drove about 1,000 miles setting up logistics and camera. And there were some other people's first time going on pedophile catches. It's not exactly like I had a ton of time to sit around, but like I said, that's about all. You do what I did in 3 days and drive as much as I did, and, you know, put out those fires and figure it out, and we'll chat. I don't mind having a conversation about it, but, you know, you're talking about something you got no experience with. Ben Palmer is amazing. If anybody doesn't know who Ben Palmer is, that's the dude who makes like fake accounts for companies where, like, if someone talks to Target or Wendy's or TJ Maxx or Jack in the Box, he like responds as the companies in very politically incorrect ways, which is a lot of fun. Tell it does make me laugh most of the time. But yeah, so Sammy's been cool enough. We're gonna do. I don't know if it'll necessarily be as wild and adventurous as the Florida trip, but we're we're in the process of setting something up together. Tech will be there as well, and I'm really excited to do some work with those two. And I'm going to give Sammy. I'm not going to give Sammy a chance. She's the one doing the decoy, and she's giving me a chance to catch. But I'm going to push for Sammy to at least one of them really make it her own. Like, I think a lot of us would like to see Sammy, the one who's had those 3 months online relationships with these guys, actually do an exposure. I think that'd be awesome. Eat a shit burger, T-Coy. I would work with PHI. 100% I'd work with PHI. We've had, she's been mad at me once or twice, but I know she's in it for the right reason. She's better than most. Sammy is amazing. Yeah, that's, even though Tech is an effeminate drama queen with 3,412 alt accounts who's always stirring up shit, I got a lot of love for that kid, and Sammy's amazing. So I'm like beyond excited to do this with her. Someone's gonna clip that. I'm beyond excited to do this with Sammy. Somebody timestamp that and send it to Tech. Sammy's heart is the size of Delaware. One of the most sincere people that I know offline in this community. No, Sammy's from OPE, UKPP2, Online Predator Exposure. Sammy Joe she's the main one behind Predator Hunters Indiana. And up until the recent news, Gabby Girl, her daughter, was her ride or die. So who all's in OPE? Tech and Sammy. Tech, Technikill, and Sammy. Yeah, that's it's part of the reason why I named my shit Scope, like South Carolina Online Predator Exposure. Little bit of I tip my cap to them. And those guys, even when I do my own decoy, and anytime I've had a question or needed help, the people that have helped the most, like I've said before, I've shouted FM up to the rafters. Tech and Sammy have been, like, all I have to do is call and they're there. And, I don't want to take the conversation down this road, but when I was trying to look people up and get info, Locke and Edward, any single time I called, 110% just dropped what they were doing to help me out. So I do have to show gratitude and respect where it's deserved. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Good morning, Sammy Joe. So yeah, that's the state of the union. Just remember there are real people attached to these accounts. Be careful who you let in your circle. I'm sure you're not chopped liver. I said you're her co-pilot. You're the second in command. You got some amazing news that forced you to step down from, she's Captain America, you're the Falcon, but you can't catch creds for the meantime. But yeah, be careful who you let in your circle, and I'm sure shit, I got 80 people listening to me in the morning. That's crazy on my baby channel. I've kind of had to move my own way. You don't really see me in the nighttime shit, and that was actually advice given to me by not just FM but also PHI. Just said move in a different way, Ray. I enjoy catching Preds, and I just don't want to be attached to any of that fuckery. I like good conversations with good people. I like exploring ideas. I like talking about good shit in the community. Uh, if I'm in touch with guys that I've caught, that is actually, I wouldn't call them my friends. I just, if they want to remain in contact and try to be held accountable, I'm not gonna put them on blast on fucking YouTube. The one kid that was super embarrassed about coming out of the closet was. That's what I'm trying to do, Michael Beverly. That's what I'm trying to do. 110%. That's what I'm trying to do. Is there anybody that would? I got about 20 minutes till. I don't know. Google that shit, T-Coy. Everybody in chat, give T-Coy fake info on how long to boil eggs for. What are you doing, the keto diet, hard-boiled eggs? Anybody want to come up and have a chat for a little bit? I got about 20, 25 minutes till I get to my next job site. So I don't got, Sammy Joe says 9 minutes, and she's, I don't know, something about her makes me think that she knows how to cook. So I would trust that. The ice bath is clutch on hard-boiled eggs. That is for sure. Rapidly reduce the temperature. Oh, there's a lot of conflicting advice. This is going to be the new on Predcatcher Drama. People trying to give T-Coy fake advice on how long to hard-boil eggs. Trying to find eggs got mad expensive too. Thanks a lot, Joe Biden. Is there anybody particularly someone who's never been on a panel, or anybody that wants to come up? What comment did they delete, FM? Shit, I'm finna pull over and read this chat. I'm on a fucking highway. Y'all got me fucked up. I'm literally pulling over on a highway now because who the fuck deleted FM's comment? He should be a mod in here anyway. Sweeter Baby Ray 42. We live. I don't see nothing deleted, FM. And you're a managing moderator anyway, so nobody could time you out or delete your shit. I'm going to be traveling, KJ. It's going to be, like I said, the only people affiliated with this are going to be me, Tech, and Sammy. That's the entirety of the group. Dude, I wish I could say I don't text and drive, man. I watch TV when I drive. I'm an idiot. Oh, it wasn't in here? All right, that's cool. You're a horrible way to go. If y'all hear that Ray fucking drove off into a ravine and met an untimely demise, you can be assured I was probably reading comments, but the chat shall inherit my trailer. So does anybody want to pull up? Anybody at all? We got I'm like out of talking points and there's still 80 people here. I feel like I'm letting you down. There's really nothing I'm saying that's fucking interesting. So OJ said you just made macaroni. Are we gonna talk about food now? Is this where my fucking channel's headed? I knocked on wood for you. I appreciate that, my man. Lord, my man, you and I have been cool for the most part. In this community, there seems to be a lot of rules for thee and not for me. You know, when Tommy's brother got dragged for his shit, I was the only one on this side that kind of said, "Yo, that's extremely fucked up." And you're the only, because me and you have spoken a few times. Like, there's a mutual level, I think, at least of something resembling YouTube respect. I see a lot of the hypocrisy and the criticism from people that, I mean, shit, there was a live watch party for Tommy's brother's sentencing, and I doubt that it had anything to do with the actions that he did, and just more to watch Tommy fall. Like, I'm curious how many people really thought about, you know, what it was that went down. You know, I might not be saying the shit y'all want me to say, but for the most part, I'm consistent, Larp. And that's not many people talk to you, Larpy, or Haystack. You know, I try to create a place where I don't just want an echo chamber of yes people. Would you give me that much, Larp? You can say no, I don't really give a fuck, but I genuinely want you to respond to that question. I want a happy channel too. I'm not asking him for friends, Larp. That's not what I'm asking. I'm saying, have I at least been consistent? I've never really jumped on the anti-anybody bandwagon. And yes, dude, it is a fucking, you don't think it makes people uncomfortable? I don't think I know anything more than any of y'all. I would have liked to seen things handled differently. And you know, there's conversations I've had behind closed doors with certain people, and you know, I've kind of moved in my own direction. And you know, like I forget who it was last night. Actually, I think it might have been. I think it was Nevermore. You know, for the sake of the community, I'm sure everybody's praying to God that there's nothing to this. That's all. Wife beaters, pedo sympathizers, and clout chasers. I think the community has spoken loud and clear, Larp. And you got the right to do whatever you want, Larp. I never tell none of y'all how to behave. I just, when people are telling me, when people are making assessments over how I've responded, if I'm wrong, I usually own up to it. And With the exception of two fucking. Honestly, I don't. The F is. A friend of mine told me something good. He's like, "Yo, if you're drinking, stay off the live," and it's probably the best thing I've ever heard. But what do you mean apologize for Ed? Like, dude, you haven't seen me in a locksmith or a Predcatcher news and drama panel before this shit broke, man. Like for me, like the anti Tom stuff was just never fun, dude. It was never something I got down with. I thought it was fucking stupid. Uh, a shit ton of people obsessed with. But then again, there's shit that I do that people think stupid. So I just kind of live in that laissez-faire. I feel like I'm missing something with Bring It. That's been brought up like 45 times today. If somebody can tell me what Bring It is, I never told anybody to bring it. Um, I think that there's a way to. I'll address this in a roundabout way. I think that this could be. I think it could be and could have been handled in a much different fashion. Uh, when it sucks, man. It sucks. I was, yeah, I never dragged Tommy, never dragged Annoyed. Even way back in the day, there are people connecting to me that I like. Sorry about that. Can y'all hear me again? Yo, can y'all hear me again now or no? That was, I just took a work call, my bad. No, I didn't get a fucking call from Edward. I'm going to bid out a job at an airplane hangar, y'all. Wish me luck. I would really like to make this, I'd really like to make this happen. Even I don't know if size lives matters is Twomper, but if it is, I'm pretty sure that he's like one of the guys that reached out to me during some of the fuckery, and if it was him, it was either him or Tree. I don't know. I was in a Discord with some folks, and he literally said, and I don't know if it's Twomper or Tree, so I don't want to make shit up, but he says, "Yo, you know, you just did those four catches, man. Drop the Cash App. I want to support the people." So it's like the only thing I know about that guy is my limited experience, and you know, then I hear what everybody else says. I almost titled this stream "No Strings on Me," but I didn't want that to seem like it was a fucking dig at Bill, because it's not. But I can separate people. I can separate who people are from what they do. You know, like I said the other day, what the marshallist said was completely fucked. You know, and I know he tried to apologize, but what he said was, I don't know if he was drinking, but I don't ever want somebody to boil me down to like my worst fucking 13 minutes in life. Because if you do, ain't nobody would fucking want me to stay alive. I've had a couple of those. But I would appreciate, though, like I said, after today, I think I've addressed it. Ray, there's no socializing here. Please, only survivor speak. I have no idea. Everyone's saying that he is Smash. Nobody can be certain that an account is anybody. That's it's funny. I've heard so many people say this account is this person, this account is this person, and I don't know. I think people are often wrong. I was never on the payroll, Haystack. Never on the payroll. As much as I like to ride the fence and be nice, I know that with money comes expectations. So I use my real name and face. Shit, I drive a neon orange Jeep. Just look for a fucking stocky guy with a unibrow and a visor in an orange Jeep, and it's probably me. Size lives matter. I have no fucking clue if you are Twomper or you're not. I don't care if you are or you're not. But like I said, when all that shit went down with WAP and shit, like when I left the community, he was like one of the few people, and I think it was either him or Tree. I don't recall. I'm pretty sure it was Twomper. That was the only person that reached out and tried to be. He's like, "Yo, man, stick around and do your work," and I didn't. I left. That's a good call. Hey, I never even thought about calling it a high-vis Jeep. I'm gonna fucking get that name on the hood. How everybody has the custom names on the Jeep. I think Haystack. I think I'm gonna name it high-vis. That's a good point. Yes, Neanderthal. I got roll-up windows too, bitch. No fucking bougie Sahara shit for me. I keep it ghetto. Anybody want to pull up and chat with me? I got like, how long do I got till I get there? Oh shit! I still got 31 minutes. I think I missed an exit. Probably because I'm texting and talking while driving. High vis or high visor. That's actually pretty. I'm not even gonna. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty fucking clever. Who wants to come up and chat with me, y'all? NZBT card. I've employed and been friends with a lot of people that have drugs have never been my thing, man. I've like self-admittedly, like me and alcohol have had a love-hate relationship for a long time. Luckily, I've never been into drugs, but what I can say is it's not a life that I would want for anybody. And it's one thing that I don't like that we do in this community. Because even if you're trying to go after somebody, and rightfully so, there's some person in this community that was fucking touched or pimped out or sodomized or molested or neglected or abused, and they turn to a substance to try to feel something different, and that substance got a grip on them, and it either made them it made them hook, it made them gangbang, it made them do something. Every time I see a 40-year-old meth head or somebody getting Narcan again off of heroin or fentanyl, what I see is an 11-year-old kid that nobody was there to protect, and that person made a fucking laundry list of horrible life decisions. And there's nothing sadder in life than seeing somebody waste their fucking life. I probably wasted close to fucking 7 years of my life, chasing girls and drinking and just being a fucking Neanderthal. And I'm lucky I got out of it relatively quick. Yeah, even Shoebox, who's I don't think Shoebox is a really big Ray Ray fan, but he Shoebox mentioned yesterday that he's 3 years clean off of meth, and our buddy the bad guy's been pretty open about his form of shit. 100%, Mister. Trust me, Mr. X. Some of the guys in my employment, I'm like a big fan of the tough love. It's like online in public, you'll see me be very nice, very sweet, very polite. But if I know someone well enough and they actually want to try to get to a better spot than where they're at, I'm not. 100%. I'm a fucking hypocrite at times. At ZBT card, everybody is. Everybody is. And if you think I don't regret when I say dumb shit, you obviously don't know me. And I think what I got mad at him about was him saying that like we should legalize drugs and that meth can be a good thing for people. I said that meth is it's a stealer of souls, if you've ever seen it. And some of what I directed at him is probably what. When do you have chats, Haystack? I'm never quitting nicotine, good guy. Chewing tobacco is probably going to be if I don't die from texting and driving. I've tried to quit tobacco 100 times. I've even thrown out fucking $6 cans of Copenhagen, and 3-4 hours later, I'm like a fucking dope fiend back at the Wawa, the Sphinx, the Quick Check, or the Sheets. Just grabbing a fucking log of Copenhagen mint long cut. That's me dry begging. If anybody wants to donate, fucking send it to my PO box. I don't know, Mr. X. I think, and I'm not smart enough to fucking speak on that. I think in a lot of ways, it's kind of like where OxyContin and Percocet take people. Like, eventually the prescriptions run out, and people get. Anybody ever see the movie Prescription Thugs? There there were a shit ton of like middle-aged white women in the late 90s, early 2000s that were, they even put something out, I think it was called Ultram or Tramadol, and it was supposed to be like non-habit forming, and it wound up just doing the same shit to people. Who's DM Dumbfuck? Who's DM Dumbfuck? The one thing I can say is that at least Adderall is probably standardized, or like I think Strattera is the other one. So if you pretty much get like a controlled, you know exactly what you're getting. You know, I'm old enough to remember like, you know, now they're starting to put fucking fentanyl and cocaine, and you know, you're having some people go to Vegas for a weekend that haven't done drugs in years, and they're trying to party for a second, and you know, next thing you know, they're fucking ODing, collapsing, and dying on the floor doing a drug that never used to fucking kill people. It's pretty fucking sad. No, good guy. If you come up, you can see in the yard stream, like right underneath the fucking. And I know it's StreamYard. I just keep saying it now because it's fun. Guys, I let y'all have your like 20 minutes of fuckery. Anybody, I try to keep this spot a little different. I'm not telling you that I'm going to cut it off. I'm just asking everybody. Like, you got Locke's panels, you got Ed's panels. You know, there's a shit ton of places. These little morning things I do. I'm just asking y'all. Like, I would appreciate it if you kind of just, if you got it out of your system, we could chill. That's all we ever do, Kurt's gay husband. Ray, be honest. This is Ed. Be honest. Do you regret that you urged me to go on this trip? No. Um, I just wish that I wish that everything would have been the way shit went down. No, I don't. Because then that would have meant that I avoided my attachment to the fuckery out of luck. I'm not a turncoat. But no, it's definitely, I mean, shit, look at my chat. My morning chats used to be a place where people just kind of talk some shit. Mr. X, I can't tell if you're being sincere or you're joking, but I'm going to try to do the best that I can. This shit ain't fun for me. Is this where everybody wanted to take it? I fuck with the Popeye sandwich, Mr. X. If you haven't had it yet, I would. I'm gonna go ahead on record and say it's superior to that of Chick-fil-A. Don't be a dick. I'm not bouncing, bro. I'm gonna go catch some people with fucking. I'm gonna go catch some people with Tech and Sammy. I've already kind of moved in my own direction, but you know, everybody wants their pound of flesh, and y'all seem insistent on getting it. Check my AOL Instant Messenger. I was BTrat42. I wonder if it's even still a fucking account, my man. No, Popeyes is the shit. So should I just shut it down, or does anybody want to come up and have a morning chat, y'all? What up, NZ? Mom said to shut it down. Shut it down. Mom said to shut it off. No, but since we are on the subject of drugs, like literally my best friend in the world back in January of 2018, I want to say he was like 4 years clean off shit. He was a funny dude. He tried to be a comic. Me and him got pretty tight. He was from Cleveland. I was from Brooklyn. But yeah, his cousin who he lived with, they found him on the bathroom floor, purple, fucking dead. So yeah, drugs make me. I don't get angry at people. I just get angry at what the drugs do to people. I'm pretty sure if everybody here was honest, we've all lost somebody to, somebody to an overdose, and when they're 20, yeah, bad, good guy, come on up, good guy. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I even talked to, in the words of Joey Diaz, we're gonna call him. We're gonna have a legitimate chat right now, and this is not to deviate from what we were talking about. I haven't talked about my buddy. Let's just call him Bob, right, to protect the innocent. And I saw that kid. I saw him get clean. I saw him stay clean. I saw him get a nice little girlfriend. The guy was the life of the party everywhere that he fucking went. Literally, like, because I'm usually like the big voice, like the outspoken one. He was a dude that made me feel less alone all the time. Like anytime he was there, I was like, I just want to be more like, again, we're going to call him Bob. And, he went through a little bit of a mental health issue, not drugs or nothing like that. But, I remember the last thing we ever did, he owed me like $30 or some shit like that. And I really hope nobody clips this, because this is actually, I don't even know why I'm sharing it with YouTube, but I feel compelled to. He owed me like $30, and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing tonight?" And I said, "Oh, I got plans with the wife." And he's like, "Yo, can we grab food? Can we grab food?" And I said, sure. I was like, "Yeah, why would something?" He's like, "Oh, I just, and he treated me, and he's like, "Yo, I just wanted to make sure that you." He's like, "I owed you this, man. I just want to, say I appreciate you and shit like that." So I have questions about whether or not what he did that night was intentional, but it's a pretty heavy thing to hold that like the last person that the dude wanted to hang out with was me, and my life has been a lot emptier since that day. It's funny. I watched the Chris Farley documentary, and David Spade says, it took him a long time to even talk about it, and not a day goes by that he doesn't get brought up in conversation or just some sort of way. And yeah, I don't even know how the fuck I got on that subject, but yeah, I even got to do the eulogy at his funeral, and I roasted him for about 5 minutes, man. And y'all know Ray gets in his feels pretty easy. Gabby girl's having a boy. That's pretty incredible, y'all. Hey, what's up, the good guy?
What's going on, Ray?
What the fuck just happened? You pulled up and you're gone. That's crazy. I'm getting to that's a cool little moment that we're having now, because I'm like, and I'm not even sad, right? Like Dr. Seuss has this great thing where he says, "Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened." And shit. Now Sammy Joe gets to be a grandma and Gabby girl gets to be a mom, right? We all get a turn on the roller coaster. And we get on, we get off. And in the words of Billy Joel, right? Life is a series of hellos and goodbyes. Dr. Seuss, a racist person can make a good point at one time. What's up, good guy? Can you hear me now?
Yeah. I didn't know how to do the avatar thing. It's actually my first time ever going live with anybody in the community. I've been in the community since like FM started back in 2020. Back then it was way different though.
It's shit has gone shit's gone crazy, my man. It's a different world, it's a different place.
I mean, if this was a TV show, it's kind of crazy this last twist, to be honest with you. I'm kind of blown away by all this, but it is what it is.
And I have been bathroom the whole time. Me too.
I think FM knows who I am.
Well, you already showed your face on.
I feel bad because I haven't. We talk once in a while on Instagram. I haven't hit him up in a while. He knows I was going through some hard times for a while. But yeah, what's going on, FM? What's goody?
This is a post 9/11 community. So what's your take? Is your account kind of a spoof on the bad guy?
Yeah. I just very original, I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
No, it's fun like that. There's a fake FM creep spotlight that patrols the streets of YouTube right now. Like same avatar, same name, capitalization. You name, like literally down to the T. I'm gonna mute because I'm peeing. So just so you know what I'm doing, that's why I'm muting.
All right. Yo, FM, I'm gonna Instagram message you later. But yeah, no, FM's good people. I've known him for a while. And I got chat open, so anybody wants to troll me, feel free. I welcome it.
What are they going to troll you about?
They don't have any reason to troll me yet. I find it funny, growing up, like, so I'm also from New York. I don't know if you
Where are you
remember. Do you
from?
remember? Well, so I grew up most of my life in Manhattan and then lived in Brooklyn till I moved out
Where in
here to.
Brooklyn? Do you feel comfortable saying where in Brooklyn you lived or no?
Yeah, yeah. I lived in Brooklyn Heights and then Park Slope. What?
Oh, that's the you're in the bougie part, man. That's with the hipsters and the Jewish folk. So good for you for being rich, bro. I grew up in like Sheepshead Bay, Coney Island, Marine Park area.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, so I actually, when I was a kid, I grew up in Manhattan. And it's funny because my rent went up when I moved to Brooklyn. That being said, yeah, Brooklyn Heights is probably my favorite neighborhood in all of New York. It's really nice.
You ever been to Carroll Gardens or like the Brooklyn Botanical Gardens?
Oh, sure. Yeah. So I used to be in the film industry, and the most famous person I ever filmed is Elizabeth Olsen, and we did it at the Brooklyn Botanical Gardens.
Who is it?
Elizabeth Olsen. Back then, she wasn't
Oh, one of the
huge.
old one of the twins from Full House.
No, it's the younger sister. I didn't know she was a big deal. She become a big deal over the past few
Is
years,
that the
but
girl who plays Scarlet Witch
I couldn't tell you. She looks like
in
an
the
Olsen,
Avengers?
but oh, I think she is in the Avengers. Yeah, I think so. But back then she wasn't famous at all. But yeah, it was cool. But yeah, Brooklyn. I mean, I like the parts of Brooklyn you're from. I married a woman from a well-to-do suburb who wasn't comfortable in any other neighborhoods other than Brooklyn Heights and Park Slope. So that's kind of what forced me into those areas.
Are you divorced now?
No, no, no. I'm
It's
not
just because you
divorced.
didn't say I married my wife. You said I
Uh,
married a woman, which is like a really weird way to fucking phrase it.
yeah, that's true. No,
Like if
so
I say something
yeah,
like, "Oh, I married my wife back in 2019." We've been together for 10 years. We had one of those fucking extended engagements, you know.
yeah, no, I mean, so yeah, my wife moved out to Brooklyn to be with me for like 8 years, and then finally her mom was like, I'm gonna bring my daughter back home, or you got to marry her. So yeah, I mean, that was kind of the story with me and my wife. We met at school. I went to Indiana University. Go Hoosiers. I don't know if there's any Hoosiers in
Bro,
here,
how
but
much would you love to see Bobby Knight catch a predator?
oh my God, that would be amazing. He would he would hop out of the car and go choke him first thing. I mean, wow, that would be great. Bobby Knight's about as hard ass as it gets too.
That's
But how long did you live in Brooklyn, Ray?
I was born there. I lived there until I was 18. I did the college thing, and then I went back and I lived there for probably from like 22 to 25, I guess. And then I moved to the beach in Jersey. Then I moved back down to Florida when I was like 32, I guess, 33. And then last summer, the wife and I moved to we moved to South Carolina, where I started my business now, and it's cool, man. Like it's cold out today. It's like I'm definitely missing the Florida heat. I miss some of my Irish people. I miss some of the New York flair. Uh, but I don't know. Like, how old are you, good guy?
I'm 36 now. Yeah.
Oh, so you're old enough to remember, man. It's New York in the late '90s, the early 2000s was it was a great spot, man. Like it was really a great spot.
Oh yeah. I mean, early 90s, early 2000s, late 90s was when all of our sports teams were rocking. The Yankees were winning championships. The Knicks were at least making the finals or close to it.
They
And the
made the
rank.
finals that one year when the strike, I think it was '99. They had like the strike shortened season. It was like 44 games or some shit.
Yeah, I think
The Knicks were able to make it there.
that was they lost to the Spurs, I think, that year. I'm pretty sure. But
That's yeah, they did lose to the Spurs, man. And the Rangers won in '90. Well, I mean, not even just sports time, man. It was like we would, after high school, man, we would shoot up to Manhattan and like sit outside of TRL. A couple of times we went to 106 in Park.
I remember TRL. I used to go there too. That's kind of funny. And there was a garage. I don't remember what street it was on. I forget TRL was on like 47th or something like that, probably. But they had a garage that the guys would go in that went under the thing. And I remember me and my buddy figured that out, and we got to meet a few of the musicians. And you know, you always got to see Carson Daly waving out the window and all that crap. Times Square was awesome. It still is awesome. I haven't been back to New York in a while.
Give me 1 second, bro. There we go.
So
is there a reason you is there a reason you stay off panels, man, and just kind of sit down in the chats, or like what's the motivation?
So I'm modded on 2 channels on YouTube on my other account. One is actually a famous travel channel, and the other is FM's channel. And that's because during COVID, that's when I became addicted to YouTube, right? Because YouTube's an addiction in itself. But I was into it because I liked watching the catches, and I even liked FM's lives and stuff, but it became a whole nother thing. Like, it's more of a gossiping community, I guess, or a drama community than it is about catching these days, it seems like, which I can appreciate. I just never felt the need to kind of panel. Now I kind of just think it's very entertaining and crazy. So I figured, why not, talk about it with the people that are doing it. But I don't know. I mean, it's like everybody. I mean, you sound pretty tired of the things that are going on too,
Bro, I used to watch fucking Pop Squad and fucking Surrey Creep Catchers and Chris Hansen, and I was, I think all of us, right? Like, we want to be like a superhero as a kid or some shit. And like, catching pedophiles, man, is like, you get to kind of live out. And I say it all the time on live too. Like, anybody can do this. Anybody that wants to do it can try. I would definitely recommend learning from somebody that's like Surrey Creep Catchers and Nito and FM and Alex and like all the people that Tommy, like everyone that's been around forever. Like, they made the mistakes so that the new people don't have to. There was
yeah.
I'm probably gonna bore people because I think I told this story like fucking 13 times. But when I caught the shirtless guy down in Florida, and I said, "Do you have child pornography on your phone?" And he said yes. He went to hand me the phone, and because of what I learned from the community, I basically kicked him like this is Sparta. And I go, no. And I just fucking kept, like, I didn't want to be in possession of it. And if I didn't see the other catchers kind of go through some shit, like, I don't know if that would have been my initial response.
Oh my God. If you had made that mistake, if you had that GoPro on your chest or whatever, people would do the told Tommy thing to you. You filmed the CP thing.
Bro, the only reason, and it was weird because like the community conditioned me. Like, the only thing that I did was like I learned from like the mistakes of people that have been doing this longer than me, and I knew better, and I was lucky enough to I don't know. I thought it was neat that, like, of all, let's say I've watched 1,000 catches. I probably watched more if I'm being honest, but like, out of 1,000 catches, I've seen the pitfalls. I've seen people drive away in a car. I've seen people get too close. I've seen people do it in a public area where way too many people can get involved. Like, that's, when people are like, "Oh, like, Ray, you're really good for doing 20 of them." I'm like, yeah, dude, but I got to see 1,000 of these. And sometimes, like, when I'm making a decision on the fly, it's something Musa did, it's something FM did, it's something that Courtney did, it's something that Alex or fucking Nita, like, it's
Yeah.
I do think that sometimes some of the newer catch, it's if you're from Brooklyn, it's called like respecting the OGs.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, dude. But I did fall in love with I don't know if you don't subscribe, you probably didn't see, but I did a little trip to Florida and I caught 6 predators in a weekend. And I mean, dude, I got
it.
What's that?
You killed it. That's the infamous trip. Of course I know about the trip.
Oh, well, you said you only subscribe to FM, so I didn't know if you
No. I watch all the stuff that's going on. I just FM was my first the first channel I ever watched.
Well,
And
yeah, that was.
I don't even remember how I found FM, to be honest with you. But and it's funny you were talking about the mistakes. Honestly, FM's lucky he never got into some kind of liability lawsuit the way he was at the beginning. With I thought he was going to beat up half the Preds that he got at the beginning. And if it wasn't him, I mean, it legit happened. You remember one of his first catches, this white guy from Queens driving a minivan into the South Bronx in midnight, running away from FM, and a few young Dominican kids just knocked him out in the middle of the street. I don't know if you remember that catch, but I think FM's pretty lucky to get in trouble there.
Dude, it's and I'm gonna. FM has been pretty open about his past, right? And so has Musa. Like, they might not have always been a Boy Scout, and that's why when people are like, "Oh, can you believe these people are catching predators?" Like, who better to scope out an area, have their head on a fucking swivel, either than like a street dude or a fucking Navy SEAL, bro? Like, those are the two types of dudes that I would want to do a catch with.
Ray, the one thing that's unique about FM though is, I don't know. I mean, I know you're from New York. I'm sure you've been and through, and I don't know what you know what bad neighborhoods are. South Bronx is on a different level. I used to play baseball in high school, so we would go all over the city, and most of the fields are in bad neighborhoods. And the Bronx is something different. So I went to a somewhat white school. It was half white, half Hispanic, and we would go up there, the whole baseball team with bats and everything like that. South Bronx was the only neighborhood where we would openly get threatened on the street. It would be like two little gangbangers, and they were willing to take on the whole team. And it was very racial too. And this is not like back in the day. This is pretty recent. All right, well now I'm 36, so somewhat recent. But the South Bronx, to do catches in South Bronx, FM is like on a different level than any other catcher in that sense.
Yeah, it's funny, bro. When I did a catch with Alex, and I didn't do a catch, I was just on it, but it was Alex and Jay's. It was actually on Jay's channel, so it was Jay's and Alex's catch. And like I've been in a couple of barroom scuffles, man. But it's weird, like approaching a predator. Like the first 15 catches I did, I wasn't scared of like what someone's gonna do to me. I was just fucking. I'm like, this has to be fucking illegal. Like, I'm definitely going to jail for this. And
oh yeah,
only in the last couple have I kind of like. I mean, dude, like the shirtless kid I caught like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. Dude, I was fucking like, I'm like, dude, I'm definitely going to prison. I'm gonna be in the newspaper. Everybody's gonna FOIA the fucking police footage. I don't know why. I just in my mind, I'm like, this is fucking illegal.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not like you guys are vigilantes. However, it's not like I would go. So I live in Illinois now. Let's say I wouldn't go to the south side of Chicago and like do my own undercover drug sting, you know? So you guys are doing like a police style sting on somebody, but you're citizens, you know? So it is a little bit interesting situation, I guess, right? Not that you have any legal liability there, but it does, you know, it is kind of on a little borderline area, you know?
I mean, I'm sure that like some rich parents, I mean, shit, dude. The first dude that I caught on the trip was like an executive with Citibank driving a fucking Tesla Plaid. You know, if that dude really wanted to try to fuck up my life, he probably. No hard feelings, pal. I hope you enjoy prison.
Yeah, I don't know. You cut out, but you make a good point. Yeah, a lot of these guys are pretty powerful, which is really interesting because, like, Rami somehow caught a VP of Goldman Sachs, came from Manhattan. I mean, that's insane to me. I mean, that guy has so much to lose, and to go. I mean, these people are sick. I mean, I have 2 young girls, and just the thought of these people existing, it makes me sick every day.
It does, man.
Like
There's
it's not like it's like one particular kind of person that is. It's like school shooters. They're white guys, right? We know that. Predators, they're every shape and form. It's like you
Oh,
can't
dude,
even, you don't
when
know.
someone asks me, like, when people find out that I do this, like, my wife's she's not in the community, but like, we used to watch all the TCAP, all the Pop Squad videos together. You know, she loves that we do this. But yeah, it's, you know, and when we've, you know, we've had a pretty difficult time trying to, you know, actually have a kid of our own. And, but yeah, dude, to think that there's, and you know, for me, right, if you ever watch my shit, some people say I'm for the kids, for the kids, for the kids. You know, my brand, I've kind of made it, I'm kind of there for like the adult survivors of it, like what it does to us.
Yeah.
You know, how it plays out, you know, because there's someone that's 44 and because of what happened when they were 11, like they're still fucked up.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty. Yeah, I know a lot of the community kind of like that. I mean, you're right. It is split like that, and I can't even imagine. I mean, I can't. It never happened to me, so I can't even imagine what that's like for people.
I mean, dude, you hear these horror stories about, you know, women that are sexual assault victims, and then their husband goes to put his hand on her leg, and she jumps and she fucking shivers and she cries. You know, shit's.
I mean, think about
man?
the people. Think about the people that are abused by those they love or trust. You know, that's got to be just shattering. Like, you know, I don't even know how you continue living after that. If you have a stepfather or an actual parent that did it, or an uncle.
Yeah, and you know, if I don't know, man, it's I think there might have been a book. Do you know what the Mandela effect is, when you think you remember something but you don't? But I think it's called the scars we never see, or the invisible scars, and that's the. You know, I wonder how many of these people that try to.
Is Ray cutting out for all you guys in chat too, or is that like my internet is kind of screwy?
Harm kids would actually lose that. You know, you see a lot of catchers just kind of become hard. It's like being a cop, 20 years on the job. You see, kind of have to shield yourself off from it.
Yeah, hey Ray, I'm trying to hear you, but I just you keep cutting out.
Can anyone in chat tell me if you can? Can anybody still hear me, or am I robot? I'm driving through the mountains, so I'm in a weird spot.
No, now I can hear you. But it sounds like you were saying something pretty profound. I heard the Mandela effect, and you were telling about the scars that we can't see.
Yeah, it's called the scars we never see, or the invisible scars. And like, even when I look in front of me and I see a 46-year-old dude that, you know, with a kid, like I just, like, when I look at him, I remember that next to him there was a 9-year-old boy that was fucking sodomized, and that's what made him into. It doesn't make it okay, and I don't forgive him, but I try to remember that.
I guess YouTube and the internet really doesn't want Ray talking about anything but drama, because when he talks about regular stuff, he just becomes a robot. But when he's not addressing the drama, I hear him perfectly clear. Oh, Ed cut the stream. And did he use a new laptop or his old laptop to do that? I'm the good guy, Tikoy. I guess I'm the new I'm the new host here. FM, do you actually know who I am? You saw my face the first time I went up. Tikoy, you just call me the good guy. Yeah, I guess I'm the first one to get ready to stop talking, huh?
Who the fuck said you're the first one to get ready to stop talking?
Oh, I'm not. I never heard you not talk, really.
Yo, that's fucked up, bro. That's fucked up. Y'all can see I'm up here in the mountains in the middle of nowhere. I keep cutting out. Well, dude, I hope that my space is my space. Like my channel is a spot where everybody can. Ray was hit with a direct energy weapon. No, man. I'm just sitting here. I'm just sitting here with the ducks, man.
FM does know who I am. Yo, FM, I'm gonna message you if you do
What?
one of your panels non-catcher. If you ever do a non-catcher panel, I'll appear on your panel, FM. But I'm gonna message you today.
All right, I found a 5G spot.
Oh, you found,
Yo,
you
check
found a
this out.
G-spot.
I found a G spot. I am now officially. I'm cam certified, guys. I'm cam certified. The check engine light is on.
Oh God, yeah, but at least you'll bring it to a mechanic.
No, you know what it is, man. With the Jeep, we have it's like they're kind of ratchet. Like there's not a lot of luxury shit. I lent it to my wife, and she left the gas cap, I guess, on top of the gas pump, and that's what. So I just ordered a. You have to get like a special size one. Ray found the 5G spot. He's about to come.
You have a Wrangler, right?
Say again, Bubba.
You have a Wrangler, right?
I do, yeah.
Those hold their value pretty well, though. I mean,
they
that's
do.
a good thing about it.
I got like I said too. Like when I said it's fucking super obnoxious and loud, bro. It's like not the most conspicuous fucking predator catching vehicle.
Well, let me ask you. So you're from New York too. I never had a car growing up, and when I moved outside the city, I'm convinced I got taken to the cleaners by the auto dealership and my insurance because I never had it before. It's so funny, like adjusting to life outside the city. I don't know if you had similar issues.
So growing up in Brooklyn, man, I was lucky. I've told some of my story, man. Where I was like a latchkey kid, but my parents got me a car when I was young. They helped. I had a job. I worked at a bodega when I was like 13, but I've always had a car. I could never, and I don't like going anywhere without my I don't ever want to go somewhere that I don't have the ability to leave.
Yeah, a lot of kids I knew growing up from Brooklyn actually did have cars, which I never really understood. But I know there's parts of Brooklyn that are kind of hard to get around. I mean, that being said.
You just went quiet on me. That's
You guys can't hear me now?
Yeah, I think that God is telling us to Mom's telling us to shut it off because I'm losing 4G again. So let me dude, fucking add me on Instagram, man. Hit me up anytime. It's Sweet Baby Ray 42, and I hope that I was gentle for your first time getting your panel cherry popped.
Oh yeah, for sure. I wouldn't.
Yo, can you give the chat an oy vey before you leave?
Oy vey. What, you guys already know I'm Jewish or something? What's going on?
Someone in the chat said you're confirmed.
Someone in the chat said what?
That you're 100% Jew confirmed.
Oh God. Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
Are you Jewish?
Yeah, I am. What's funny is I always get out here that it's kind of like you too. We don't really have accents, like deep accents. I don't know why, but I guess I do sound like a Jew.
That's there's a guy in the community named Chet Goldstein. If you ever need support, you should hit him up.
Oh yeah, no, Chet and I go to synagogue together. So yeah, I know Chet very well.
That's and I will. I'll answer this. Fuck it. Yes, Ed ZBT card. Fucking crippling anxiety issues. Yes, I have very, very deep-seated anxiety issues. I try to overcome them every day. I don't try to act like a bitch and be like, oh, I'm not gonna. But fucking space Jews.
Speaking of, just
talked about Judaism. We talked about online friendships. We talked about action and death. I feel like we covered all the gamut. Who did you vote for, good guy? Who did you vote for? Tell me now.
I actually didn't vote in the last election, which is terrible. But
who would you have voted for? Would you have voted for Bernie Sanders because he's in the tribe?
I might have voted for Bernie Sanders. I would have preferred, honestly, one of the Republican governors, but I'm not a big Trump guy, so that's all.
All right, I gotta shut it down, y'all. I hope everybody has an amazing day. Good guy, you're welcome in my shit anytime, bro. Be good.
All right, Ray. Take care. Good luck with that job.
Bye.